Yo, what up, Whispers? I'm here today to rekindle your spirits. Your spirits of becoming a Let's Play channel or a Let's Play content creator. Once again, I believe that this method is something, of course, that most people do already, but I want to at least kind of give you guys a strategy. A sort of strategy that's going to grow your channel and grow your Twitch streams if you decide to be a Twitch streamer. You don't have to be a Twitch streamer, or a streamer in general. You can just be a content creator, especially if you can't stream anyway. Then just focus on the recording aspect. But yes, as a YouTuber or as a Let's Player, the main strategy is to make sure that the game title's in the front. And I say this because if you do game title in the front, it's because the reason why this is important, in my opinion, of course, is it branches you out to different games. This is why the game should be in front. However, if you do suggestive titles, that can work too if you're looking for suggested views. But you can still get suggested views for putting a game title as well, from what I've noticed. My recent videos, they got a lot of impressions, like 2,004 up to 2,000 to 4,000, somewhere around there. 6,000, I think one of them has 6,000, if I recall. But yeah, getting impressions is great. Getting some viewership is great. It's okay to have a little bit of views on your video, by the way. It's okay. It's not a big deal as a Let's Player, because most Let's Plays, especially if you're doing parts, is going to be very, very low viewership. But it's not just about the low viewership. It's just about putting yourself out there. And that's the idea of just doing this style, is putting your eggs in multiple baskets rather than one basket. For example, let's say I'm a VTuber and I put VTuber at the start of my title, of my YouTube title of the video. All that's going to do is put me in the VTuber category mainly. That'll mainly be it. And then YouTube prioritizes what comes first on a title. That's what I'm trying to say. If you put VTuber at the start, people who are looking for VTubers will find me first versus the game. So if you put the game at the end, it's not going to be a priority anymore. Let's say you put VTuber and you put like some words, just random words, like maybe like, wow, this did, like something like this happened when I did this or something, whatever suggestive title you can put. And then you put the game. You can kind of do something with that too. There's nothing wrong with doing that. It just depends on how you want to do it. But personally, I'm going to be doing game titles at the start and grinding that way. Now, as far as the streaming aspect goes, if you're being a streamer, you could stream your game and become like a Twitch streamer, for example. You're probably going to start with a little bit of viewers, probably like 0, 1, whatever, and just stream your game as if you're recording it. That's how you should act when you're streaming. You should always stream. If you're streaming, pretend you're recording and do your talk as if you're making a video. That's all you mainly have to do, and focus on that. Obviously, talk to your viewers if they talk to you, things like that, but always try to stay in character or be yourself, whatever, whichever you are. I don't know, what sort of content creator you want to be, but I like to be myself personally. So yeah. But yes, once you establish that you're going to be making videos on stream, once you get to that mood, you can send your Twitch streams or your highlights of your Twitch streams, send it to YouTube to make it easier for yourself, and just make sure to title with the game title, then some words, then maybe, for example, if you're a VTuber like me, put VTuber at the end and your name. Like you could put like your name and then put VTuber at the end. That's a good one. And you can obviously put the part, like part 1 or, you know, 1, 2, 3, like numbers at the end, because it's like it's the least priority is the number of the video or the let's play, for example. So yeah, always put the number at the end, never put it in the beginning or whatever, because it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that's how I would do it, and that's how I'm going to be doing it very soon. Actually, I've already been starting it out as well, and it seems to be doing pretty good job. I'm not getting the views that I usually get, but that's okay. I don't really care. The idea is to send people to your Twitch streams. This is the idea, guys. If you got to the end of this video, I'm starting to tell you right now, this is the main secret here. And this is what I've noticed in some VTubers that I've been watching lately. They just stream on Twitch. They send their videos on YouTube, and they've been doing this for, it's a long grind, by the way, if you do this style. It's a long grind, but it's slow and steady. And I kid you not, there's some VTubers that I know that I've watched that have over 100 viewers, and they're doing this style. They didn't do nothing else. They just played games and just streamed it for years and put it on YouTube, and slowly but surely your views will go up on Twitch. Your streamer views will, you know, people will start to find your channel. Eventually you'll start having more people find your channel, especially if you put so many eggs in different baskets with these game titles rather than that one main title. Or maybe if you want to be that suggestive title type of person, you know, make little jokes in your suggestive titles, then go ahead and do that. But I recommend game titles, to be honest, because at least you're catering to a specific game. The only issue about game titles, I will say, is that game titles will bring a crowd of people who are looking for that game. That's the only issue about game titles. That's why most people suggest that you do suggestive titles first and then put the game afterwards. Because if you put suggestive titles first, it makes people who are just, you know, just kind of just peeking. They don't even care about the game that much. They're mostly just looking just to look. And that's the thing about suggestive titles. That's why it works a lot versus the game titles. But if you're a pure gamer, I recommend game titles. If you're someone that's kind of has like a more like a personality kind of driven, then yes, suggestive titles would be way more better for you. If you're just, like I said, versus like someone who's just wants to play games. That's it. Like that's the differences with those. So that's up to you, whatever one you want to do. But those two are pretty good ideas in their own right. Anyway, TLDR, guys, just have fun, enjoy yourself, and don't give up. Please don't give up. A lot of people give up when they see that they don't get that many views. I'm telling you, if you're not getting a lot of views, or actually, not even about the views, if you're not getting a lot of impressions, you're doing something incorrect. Because if your impressions are really low, if they're not at least like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, all that stuff, then you're doing something wrong in terms of like titling. Like your title is probably not good, or something in a description isn't doing too well, something like that. You gotta also have a pretty decent description. Like maybe put your handles, like your Twitch handle there if you're a streamer. Put that there. Put a small, like maybe like 20-word description at the start, talking about what you're doing on the video, and then that should be at the top. By the way, you talk whatever, like the first 20 words, very important. Maybe even 20 to 50 words, somewhere around there, is very important. After that, it's your Twitch handle, or whatever handle you decide to use, your Twitter, whatever it may be, and then maybe some hashtags at the end. Like, you know, hashtag VTuber for me, for example, or gaming VTuber, VTuber gaming, whatever. Things like this, for an example, or hashtag let's play, hashtag playthrough, something like of that nature, so that you could be found in some way. Those are hashtags are really good to get you found as well in terms of impressions. So that's another thing I would actually recommend. But yeah, I didn't expect this video to be this long, but it happened to be this long. But yeah, hopefully I was able to help you as a Let's Player, you know, help you know, if it's like the same information, I'm sorry, you know, as everybody else, my bad. I just kind of going on experience. This was like literally just out the dome. I didn't even plan this. I kind of just did this video randomly. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see gaming. If you're not here for gaming, then you're probably in the wrong place. Mainly a gamer. Yes, I do ASMR and hypnosis stuff on the side, but I mainly play video games. And sometimes I yap like this. So yeah. I was actually going to start doing yapping videos on Discord, but we'll see. Maybe I'll still continue to do them on YouTube as well. If you guys want me to still do yapping videos, like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know. Yeah, let me know in the comments below if you want me to still do videos like this. I have no idea what you guys want from me. I'm not gonna lie, but Let's Plays is something I do want to still do. Don't know if I want to. Another issue is, before I leave, is should I tell my subscribers? Should I notify my subscribers of my Let's Plays? That's another thing I've actually thought about, because I'm telling you, if you're playing multiple games, if you're playing like a ton of different games, your subscribers are not going to care. And I mean that genuinely, because I just made some recent videos actually of some Let's Plays and nobody cared. Like, out of 1,600 subscribers, only a few came by, which is not too great. So that's, I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's awesome that they did that though. Like, and they actually do watch it, so that's pretty cool. It's just a lot of people just did not even care. So that's another thing I've thought of. Like, man, should I really be notifying you, like, subscribers? Or should I just let the people outside do it? You know, watch my video. I think, honestly, I think notifying subscribers is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Honestly, some of the people who actually watch your video, I mean, heck, they give you watch time. So yeah, I do recommend notifying your subscribers, because you're honestly, your best subscribers, the ones who are actually going to watch you for you, they're going to watch your probably the whole video, to be honest. Anyway, guys, bye-bye. I'm going to do some more Let's Plays. I might stream them or I might record. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll do both. Anyway, bye.